open up. Always room for more. These boots have seen everything. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Just tell me what you need. Ladylike.
My time is yours. What do you need?
What a charmer.
One with the weave.
Vita Excalata! Quadriculum!
Looking ahead.
Salutations.
Can't give up now.
Ah, excellent choice.
All right. What now?
Don't touch me.
Lost in thought.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Mind never quiet. No one stopped me yet.
I applaud your taste.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this sitting beneath Moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
Descend. Prepare.
Trust no one.
Sol Invictus!
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Another step forward.
It strikes me that
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
fascinating as our surroundings are, we must press on. If our runaway general is down here, the heart of the Absolute will be too.
This place brings back the worst memories. It's like being kidnapped all over again.
This place is an Illithid stronghold. Let's finish what we came here to do and get out.
Oh, they're not attacking. Seems they think we're allies. The stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the Collective. You could kill it, end its misery. You could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Master down deep. 1 of 3. 1 of 3.
Nursery. Here. Part of.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hype.
Yes.
Come on, let's go. Easy as.
Pick to fight.
Big feet. Not for long. Time for chop.
is all that matters.
At last. No more chop. Chop. Chop.
That's it.
Victory is assured. On the double. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Ready for another round?
No gloom, all doom. What now? What a day. No time to rest.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Let's have a look. So much blood. The Illithids take what's useful and discard the rest.
Lovely day, this. For now.
How delicious.
I've got a long road ahead.
Wonderful.
Just thinking it was far too clean.
Your desire?
Nothing hurts anymore. Seems simple enough.
Over here.
Nothing important is ever easy. One day I'll catch a break.
Striking distance.
Under their noses. This'll help.
for me. All of them.
Got it.
Blood comes easy these days.
Watch this.
I won't give in.
Let me recite their demise.
Gods, it's hot in here. Easy.
Careful, I bite.
Still in control. Just.
We will take the city, every soul made true.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to...
Moving ahead.
Fascinating as our surroundings are, we must press on. If our...
The console glows as you approach. The mind's...
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
Master, welcome.
That should do it. Time to see what's back there.
Destiny, design, downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design, order, perfection, unity, every plane as one, every being in there.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken, corrupted.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
How did the Illithid Empire fall?
Probably with a great gooey bang.
I feel glory.
Empty vessel. Empty vessel. Nothing more.
Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born.
The monk-like Githzerai, sibling race to the warrior Githyanki. Their contempt.
I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another. Warriors of the mind. Oh, there's some physical My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the gate. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake. Aware. Use your tadpole. Erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you. Touch my mind, and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It fades beneath your touch. But you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them? Ah, well. Good feelings never last, I suppose.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
This is Mom's eye patch. What's become of her? A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Descend, assemble. Liberate!
Lashes. Balthazar let one of his walking carcasses lapse from his control. Let's ferry them back. Wait! By the Bone Lord. It's you! I thought I'd never see you again. I wanted to keep you for myself, but they shipped you away. You talk? Oh, but what? You're not supposed to be here, Special One. That That's not right. You were my very first, after all. I remember finding you close to death. Beaten black and blue on the floor of this sanctum. How you got here was a total mystery. But I stitched you up just enough to... I kept you as mine. Until you and... We had such a close bond. I opened you up endlessly with my scalpels and got lost in your inside. I was not behind it. I do not know. Bone Lord, you're the perfect man. All that is unnecessary stripped away. Primal. Truthfully, I'm not surprised to see you found. It has never been the same with another. All the other victims who come here just... But as special as you are, you shouldn't be We're going to kill you, sweet one. Lashes, bring this one back to my table. And prepare my knives.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Got this. Want to do it?
Another fight. Let's go.
She is but the hack doctor who half pieced you together after whatever caused your head to get in this mess. Someone else must have attacked you in the midst of whatever you were doing down here. This necromancer was a grunt in the scheme of the horrors enacted against you. That attacker is the source. And the corpse remained.
design, but death. Baldur's Gate will know my design. We will take the city, every soul made true.
Walk in death.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
No tadpoles in this brine pool.
A parasite, brimming with magic. Take it.
Empty of tadpoles. I wonder where the little wrigglers went.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well. Not a tadpole to be seen. What have they done with them?
No more tadpoles. Hope they all weren't used on people.
That pot. Is that Mizora inside?
This pod has a different air to its chitinous cavern. Dust and dirt are gathered on the inside. It's broken beyond repair, seemingly by a blunt impact, as if whoever was inside threw themselves against it in an effort to break out. Your brain hurls an image towards you, your own head, blood gushing down in front of your eyes.
Oh yes, that's yours all right. Even stale, I'd recognize that bouquet anywhere.
Banging your fists on a chamber until half your fingers were broken. How long inside? Days? Months? Lifetimes? The parasite was inserted into your head and your body crammed into a pod long before you were moved to the Nautiloid. A laughing woman, taunting you. She betrayed you. Who was she?
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came! Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Do it, and I'll let Will off his leash.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has two devices. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Good work. I'd give as for the clause said, ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Dead serious. But don't you fret. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's...
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Memories and emotions, all that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Delirium, mania, laughter. The pod lies empty. His mind broke before the end. No mind to draw on with courage, conviction. The skin fell, defiance. Face. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swim. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. She laments her failure to locate him, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply.
Let's see what this does.
Amusement, curiosity, fascination.
Hurry now.
He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking.
The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands. Of many hearts, one soul. Descend, assemble, prepare, obey, evacuate. Descend, assemble, obey.
Someone there?
Quadrical flashback. Quadrical flashback.
Descend, assemble.
Yes?
Never a dull moment. Boss's tadpoles squirming around a lot more than usual.
Mine too. It senses something.
Obey. Descend, assemble.
Keep a blade close. Descend. Prepare.
Quite ready for you.
Making me sweat.
Let's get going.
Descend, assemble.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Assemble. Descend. Prepare. Liberate.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
No longer a background.
We found it. The Absolute is...
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the Astral Prism? A rogue true soul, flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Thor!
Testament of Myrkul!
An Elder Brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands. What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counseled my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance. I love you too. Much more than myself. More even than Mystra. Very well. Whether I condemn this world or not, I choose you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Who'll preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful one.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Myrkul gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could, my daughter's life. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Myrk, you are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Repent? Would that even be possible? Perhaps. No. There is no repentance. No release. My debt can never be repaid. He is here. He is watching. He is listening. He is...
You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the worm-cleansed skull. I am the regrets of
Mistress' silken tresses.
This is pointless. Ketheric is invincible so long as Night Song's rotting in his cage.
Behold the dance of death.
Yes, of course.
Invadio Fiend.
This is gonna feel good.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yes. One, two.
With finesse. Well, so much for peace. You've made a grave mistake.
Go on.
Yes, here.
Still on my feet.
Sustain.
Easy house.
Take out. Time to push my luck again. Have to keep going.
Now this is my happy place. my little trick.
Can't even catch my breath. What path lies before me?
Heating up.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
The villain
Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed!
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Is that blood? The Chosen of Myrtle is dead.
Netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
This time.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones, a temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was for... It is a crown of the crown's and it must... If the crown can do this...
Netherese. These Chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Myrkul, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Myrkul's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Myrkul. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives. The army of the Absolute within the city, an Elder... And when the chance to strike comes...
Never wanted the easy path.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. He can't get away with what he's done.
What's up for discussion?
Aelin! Isabel! My love! You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands. Apologies. Got rather lost in the metaphor there. Allow me to provide a map. I speak of what we discovered at the heart of this cursed place. The crown! The one the Elderbrain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. I know what nearly happened, and I'm sorry for putting you in that position. But I've stepped. That crown sits on a gargantuan Elderbrain that we need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. Ah, indeed. The journey awaits. One foot in front of the other is tried and true, I find. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Nethery sects are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Matters to discuss. Thy hungered and thou hast seen with thine own eyes and felt in thine urges. There are depths. Do illithids possess souls? Thou shalt think about it afloat. Until such time, be availed. Nothing thou dost not already know.
Our enemies spread like an elder brain, bound by lost Nethery's magic with servants of the dead. Reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mine, it is most... Take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute. You have a Nether Stone. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course, falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventure... But you convinced me. We ventured into darkness together. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Dentulan's Dancing Axe. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at...
Even if Maul said you couldn't. This is Maul's. Where did you find it? Of course she is. You hang on to that. I bet Maul will be angry at you for touching her stuff.
Well done putting Ketheric in his place. Couldn't have done it better myself. So? It's just... Did you want something, or are you just here to stir? Exactly. And we'll definitely feel her. I'm gonna get everyone to Baldur's Gate safe.
Now you've won, can we go home? What? Where is she? You think so?
Charmed, I'm sure.
Well done putting Ketheric in his place. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Keep your distance, darling.
Stupid eye patch means nothing.
Still breathing, despite everything.
My mum lives in the lower city. When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant. A Flaming Fist? A novice, actually. She dropped. I heard about Duke Ravengard's capture. If his soldiers are anything to go by, he is a man to admire and respect. I hope you can save him. For the good of Baldur's Gate. When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken. You too, my friend. Thank you. From Thaniel and I.
Ketheric's done.
Could have tossed me back in the shadows.
I should speak up.
You'd make a fine.
Just tell me what you need. Lady.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been. Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, Magungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbren. Oh, forget about that. Wulbren and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I'll be seeing you.
Bliss.
blissful silence.
I owe you an apology. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light. I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city, and you can be part of it.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
My plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Thanks, Nichols. And the stone.
You are welcome.
Moonrise has been cleansed.
I'll be seeing you.
Done rather a good thing here. A welcome change.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh? He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The
The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted... He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready. An unwieldy number. You must cut someone loose before I can join you.
The Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Whatever you might do to one cannot be worse than what the Chosen will unleash on all. And you are the one who could prevent it. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet.
Seek on its streets those whose purpose are
together. We will put...
We need to get back to the city before those monsters do...
Can't believe there are mind flayers targeting...
Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifted.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories of Lakith's faith. The Prince of the... Praise be. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying. It is not Kithrak Voss and his red... As a child, I loved Tiamat's emissary. It was... And that the Felaman remains the Queen's consort to this day. Anything more?
Gods be damned. With that parasite, should Baldur's Gate fall, we're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate.
Orin, I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or, no, a bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? It is. I was 7. That's when...
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Not just a boy, a Raven Guard, schooled in the... A 10 day after Father left. I heard... There they...
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, atop each there is a crack. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your...
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I don't know that it was the moment my soul was bound and my lips were sealed. It is. You were right, of course. The new eye is ascending stone, courtesy of Mizura. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. I understand.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. You wanted something?
I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. A great deal. Ketheric. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame A. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell, lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving then... And this is where I still need answers. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Myrkul, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free from my bonds. You must face them.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, not as nature moves at its own pace and bestows its bound.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well. Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on... When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him.
No.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame, but you are a child no longer.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The spear. How do you...
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use, but I felt it called and mirrored.
I'll need
a debt
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shar denied. I know. One Christ. We'd better press on for now. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
What a day.
Dum vita est, spes est.
At the ready.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers. That sign above. This must be a brewery. Or distillery.
I'm sure a place like this has spirits aplenty.
No traps, please.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
No one back home will ever believe this.
This guy looks like he had a long night.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin bare.
Oh, look at the thing. A few more tastes.
Go on, drink. Make it drunk. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good health.
The liquid burns your throat as you
Now tell me a story. A fable. A saga. Delight me. You ask, you drink, then you amaze, enthuse, astound me. Again, Father can now drink it deep.
Your belly rumbles as the vile brew fills it. Yet your mind remains miraculously steady.
Tell me of foes felled, villains vanquished, beasts bastard. Ask, question, make your clear for eternal. Another drink.
Each swig is as painful as the last, but you remain in other one.
You want fathers that talk.
shard.
What's inside?
Do mess hour. Now settle your mind, chum, and get your shine on. Will it what? Moon, mountain dark, coming right up. A man of proper taste. To chum yourself up.
So be what in...
Yes, sir.
I wonder if they're looking for some more stuff now.
Something over there.
More for me. Can't slow down.
My please, do apologize,
hated
madam.
about tunes. Maybe we'll get some proper music now.
Something good here. I hope.
Fat cat's burst out of his breeches. Say hey for the pub. I should hit the road. I'm so Drinkers torn his mortal cities. Say hey for the pub. The brewman's popped, the floor. Now we get Lucy's riches. Say hey for the pub.
What a shame that we lost the brewer. I've already forgotten his name.
Hey for the pub. Oh for the pub. We'll soon be stinking drunk.
Killed by the thing he loved.
What's up for discussion?
The gore almost looks real.
Fat cat's burst out of his breeches. Say hey for the paper.
More drink. I should hit the road. I'm so tired.
Here to the bar. Maybe we'll get some proper music now.
Now we get to loot his riches. Say hey for the
Sorry. Terrible. I'll clean up right mess that.
For the rest.
Shame that we lost the brewer. I've already forgotten his name.
Research notes. They describe a powerful venom extracted from a rare purple worm. Distiller Thizab. He procured several parts of a worm gullet, but rinsed one in error. The poison he brewed was noxious, but not fatal. Thizabal devoted months to formulating a deadly poison with the remaining ingredients, without success. After exhaustive experimentation, he was able to make a near-deadly extract, the petals of a corpse rose. The book's index reveals corpse roses may grow near tombs, mausoleums, and particularly redolent cadavers. Thizabald enlisted a courier from Baldur's Gate to obtain corpse rose petals and other ingredients and deliver them to a coat. Unfortunately, a deep purple stain darkens the final page, obscuring the parcel's destination. Your mind separates the black from the blue, revealing the stash's location. You mark your map as a reminder. With the corpse rose
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
That might be worth a look.
Someone there?
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. Bet that will fit in my pack.
The doctor's found Oblivion. Well, I will sell you what I can. Once...
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road. Listen. The psionic detector. Githyanki are lurking nearby. Here we go. just get in and out.
Where Wargaz failed to kill you, I will do the same mistake. I will take the artifact for my queen!
They won't see me coming.
Arabella!
A wizard, not a cat burglar. Come on. Can't stay idle.
I'm nothing. Got it. Good idea, Karlach.
Never a dull moment.
macabre. There's blood in the air.
Take you. Where do I go from here?
Invenia, Via!
Shall we cut and run?
No choice but to keep going. Blood comes easy these days. The detector alerted us to the Githyanki attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word. Breathe deep and move. The Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us. Might be useful. what's in here. Looks like an army marched through here.
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wyrn's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live?
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
With haste.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first.
Taken from the truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light.
Shadowheart was no true child. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of a worry. But if Voss is right, then I am no Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm...
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much.
Looking forward to a bit of...
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen... Anything I can do for you, consider it most... There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure. But her path will be easier with ours, only by reputation. She was present when we marched together, and in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. There is much to admire, judging by the stories. At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose. What would you like to know? I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. It's a natural question, but I don't have a good answer. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened. Anytime.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the all who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and this would have been your fate too, were it not for the With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated together. You have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path, and what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? Even as you utter the words to yourself, you know it is but an intention. And these dark desires of yours have little regard for your intentions. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
We're under attack. Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Thing's about to blow.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.